One of the exciting developments in energy medicine is a way of listening to the body. It's called biofeedback. Biofeedback is a very well established, scientifically demonstrated approach to the human body. The basic discovery is that any change in the body or in the space around the body will be detected by the body and can be monitored. For example, by measuring the pulse. Pulse biofeedback is profoundly successful, measuring the resistance of the skin. This is a technique that was developed for lie detector tests. Emotional state registers as a change in the electrical field across the skin. The heart rate changes. The blood pressure changes. All of these are measures of things happening. Electrical parameters of various kinds can change. And there are instruments that can detect these changes. And the secret of energy medicine is an understanding of rhythms, of frequencies, of oscillations. And a lot of these devices put in frequencies very subtle, very tiny, microcurrents. These are electrical fields that are on the order of strength of the energy fields developed in the body normally. So they're not abnormal signals. They're very subtle signals. And if you sweep through the frequencies, from low frequency to high frequency, you can find frequencies that the body reacts to. That's a signal that something is happening. Something is out of balance. And many of these technologies, once they discover what frequencies the body's responding to, can insert into the body a signal that will bring balance to the system. Many of these devices that I've seen do this very quickly and very effectively. OnDemed is one example of a device that does this. First it does a diagnosis, it tests the body with a range of frequencies, and then detects which frequencies the body responds to and puts into the body a signal that will bring balance, equilibrium to the system. And you don't really even need to know, with these types of technology, you don't need to know what the problem is. You don't have to give it a fancy name. The names of all the diseases, and there are almost 4,000 diseases. This is why medical students get migraine headaches, because they have to learn the names of all these diseases and what prescription to give for each of them to treat the symptoms. What are the symptoms? How do you treat the symptoms? That's a vast amount of information. It confuses the patient. The doctor has to give the patient a funny name for their problem. And these names are sometimes, you can't figure out what they mean. And really, it turns out they're not important, and they don't mean much. What energy medicine can do is find the little subtle imbalances, correct them, and that's it. You don't need to name it. You don't need to call it anything. You don't need to look for its symptoms. You just find the frequency that is out of balance, and you correct it, and the problem is resolved.